Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Bras for a Cause 2025 is Saturday, April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. Dinner is provided by Bubba at 4:30. There's a free will donation, plus a silent auction from 4:30 to 9 p.m. And of course, the live bra auction starts at 6 p.m., modeling by the Hedrick Volunteer Firemen. All proceeds to benefit our local communities. For more information about Bras for a Cause 2025, contact Laurie Hornback at 641-777-4252. Get ready because Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys are coming to Sigourney on Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, 20595 255th Street, just south of Sigourney. Order your tickets online by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com or find the Enchanted Events Facebook page for the ticket links. There are 3 different ticket options: general admission, VIP, or reserve. Doors open at 7 and the cash bar and band starts at 8. It's Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys, Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Steve over here.
Hey,
What's
buddy.
up?
Hey, buddy. I'm just, I don't know. You were just commenting how good you look with the spacing and everything. And I'm like, well, now I feel off. Like, I'm a little crooked in my...
I was just saying the banner behind me looks about as dead on as it has since we started this. So,
well, it's a work in progress.
It's a work in That's a good, 90s, 2000s, early 2000s song you'd like to hear on the radio again.
Is that a real song?
Yeah, Alan Jackson. Work in progress.
There's one I completely forgot about. Yeah. Need a station to bring all that good stuff back.
Exactly. I agree. It's early. We were running a little bit behind. Things.
What was going on, Steve?
Things happen. Things pop up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Good morning. God bless. Coming up here shortly, we've got Josh Clubb will be coming in for a Son-in-Law Services Sports Report.
Yippers.
We're going to be talking with Laurie Hornback from Bras for a Cause in Hedrick. She'll be stopping in here shortly. We've got them kind of lined up back to back.
Yeah.
And we'll see who else pops in this morning. What's been up? What's been going on in the last 22 hours?
Or 22.
Yeah, because we saw each other at 9 o'clock yesterday morning.
You're right. 22. You know what? Last evening, made some dinner.
Yeah.
And I thought about you during the process of making it because I was looking forward to this part of the morning. So, what'd you have for dinner last night, Steve? Or supper, as some of you Southern folks call it.
I like to call it supper. I had a simple lunch meat and cheese sandwich because I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
Didn't have time to...
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I personally did not. I made Philly cheesesteak stuffed peppers. Oh, no way.
It went from being good to bad.
Did it? Did it really?
Yeah,
because,
it did.
A Philly, the way we make them, has got your beef, got your mushrooms, and got your onions, and stuffed into a green pepper with a lot of mozzarella and provolone. I think actually, Munster cheese was on top last night. But and then on the side, wasn't a big fan of it, but they weren't bad. Breaded cauliflower, sweet chili breaded cauliflower.
Chili?
Sweet chili sauce, yeah.
What? You just ruined everything.
No.
People think I'm weird when I get a Philly cheesesteak and I just want the cheese and the steak on the sandwich. That's all I need. I don't need all the other stuff that ruins it.
Huh. You're not the only one that does that.
Really?
Yeah, one of your old classmates does the same thing.
Name names.
Rob.
All right.
Rob does the same thing. I remember the first time going out to eat, and he's like, I have a Philly with no veggies.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Isn't that a burger?
The best way to do it. Just give me the meat and cheese.
So, yeah, I was thinking about you and the fact that you would not probably want to eat one of those stuffed peppers. You're missing out, bud. Missing out.
Let's see. In my last 22 hours, went to church again last night.
I know. You are on fire.
It was kind of a last-second decision. Got over there a little bit late in Keswick. They're having a guest speaker again tonight. It's kind of a unexpected revival going on in Keswick at New Life Community Church in Keswick. So that's cool. But my buddy Rootin' Tootin' Bobby Newton preaching. You like that? That's his nickname.
I know that's his nickname,
Rootin' Tootin' Bobby Newton.
I'm just thinking that you guys share the same nickname.
I'm just tootin'. He's rootin' tootin'. Then I got home just in time to see some of the national championship basketball game, which we'll be talking to Josh about. But
yeah, because that was on last night.
Sports. Yeah, I'm sure you watched the whole thing, probably twice.
I thought it was over.
You probably...
What? I thought it was done.
No.
Oh, really? I can't wait then.
Silly goose.
That was the setup. I watched.
Hey, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. Make sure you stop in there. Savings are made simple at Brothers Market. They got everything you need. And if they don't have everything you need, well, you can go to the app. You can go to the website and maybe see what they got before you get there. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But Brothers Market is our headline sponsor. We thank Brothers Market. Rick Landgrebe, if Rick is ever watching, Rick should, come on to the show sometime. We'd like to have Rick make his debut. I
should just abduct him some morning on the way by.
Abduct him?
Yeah, he's there early.
Okay.
He was there this morning. I'm watching you, Rick.
Rick!
You got eyes.
Hey, we do thank Oski Dental. They sponsor our studios. And you know who comes with Oski Dental? Toothy. Is Toothy around this morning? Toothy! Is Toothy with Rick Landgrebe somewhere else?
Oh, see, now that would be a weird setup. Because you'd have Rick over there talking groceries, and Toothy would be over there being all like, don't eat the strawberries.
No, don't eat the Easter candy.
Why?
You gotta brush your teeth afterwards.
Oh. Steve, quit mocking me.
Toothy, tell us about Oski Dental.
No, Toothy, okay. I'm pushing him aside because when he talks about Oski Dental, it just all sounds like a mumbled, jumbled mess because he can't really get it out without laughing. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Put on your commercial voice and lay it on us.
Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're located in Oskaloosa at 902 South 17th Street. You can schedule your appointments with Dr. Schuster, accepting new patients. They'll even file all your insurance forms and are a Delta dental provider. Oski Dental, our studio sponsor on Just Another Morning Show.
Fabulous. Well done. Hey, let's take it over to the Weather Lab. Meteorologist Neil Crott puts on his weather voice now.
I got to change my voice again. Hey, Steve. Hey! I don't think that you need to change it for the weather because what was Denny Frary?
Yeah,
from
Denny
TV9?
Frary, Channel 9.
He didn't have much of a different voice. He just got it out there to you.
It was pleasant.
In a pleasant, straightforward sunshine today. High near 52. It better hurry up because right now it's freezing.
Yeah.
Isolated showers after... So tonight, or Wednesday morning early, there's isolated showers after 5 a.m. That's weird. They should have put that in tomorrow's forecast. Early morning rain. Increasing clouds tonight, low of 39. Chance of showers tomorrow morning. Chance of showers and thunderstorms between 10 and 1. Also, there's a chance of rain all day long tomorrow if they would just simply put it in there. Partly sunny, high near 64. Man, that just bummed me out. Partly cloudy, low of 40 tomorrow night. Garden Gate bringing you the look of your forecast.
You didn't want to talk about Thursday?
Thursday, 40% chance of showers. It's just rain.
Welcome
to spring. Welcome to spring.
All right.
I'm going to rewrite that forecast. Seriously.
Make it more like something you want?
Yeah. Just make it more legible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We thank the Garden Gate in Sigourney for being our sponsor of the weather. 28 plus years for Cindy.
Isn't that crazy?
Crew at the Garden Gate. Hey, looky who's here.
Where?
Look.
Where?
Not Toothy. Not Rick. We've got Josh Clubb. Josh Clubb, everybody. Let's hit the... Where's your sports sounder, Josh? There it is. Josh Clubb from Son-in-Law Services hanging out with us.
Isn't it fun to sit there? You're like...
Sit there and watch him dance to music we can't hear.
Right? It's the best.
Just pretend.
It's the best.
Pretend.
He looks serious today, Steve. I'm a little scared.
I'm not serious.
No, look at him.
I'm like,
I'm not serious.
He's got a computer and everything with him.
I walked outside and I'm like, there's frost on my window.
Bird.
Yeah, I left the dog bowl outside and I forgot all about it. And there's just an inch of water. It was frozen on top.
Get out of here.
No, I won't.
Get out.
You.
So, Josh, we got lots to talk about today.
Oh boy.
Whatever we're going to talk about, whatever you got to talk about. We're going to talk about softball, baseball. We're going to talk some football. I got all sorts of stuff lined up for you. What do you got for us?
Well, you guys just briefly touched on it, but college basketball is over for March Madness. Ended last night with Florida as your national champion. Came from 12 behind. Houston had a chance at a final shot, but could not get it off in time.
Was that last sequence?
So what happened? I did see that highlight there.
I'll let Steve explain it because I just watched the highlight this morning. I fell asleep. So
I watched the end of the game. It was ridiculous. They had, I don't know. I don't even know what the final score was. I don't know if they were down. I think they were down by 2.
Yeah,
or
or 65-63, I think is the final.
So Houston had the ball, had plenty of time to get a shot off. They dink around. Then they're forced to throw up. Well, they didn't even get a shot off. Mm-hmm. They ended up, everybody was running the set, but then the guard ended up with it. He went up to shoot. Florida guy came at him that was obviously going to block it if he had let go of the shot. So he just dropped the ball.
Okay, so that's what that was about.
Yeah.
And
instead of shooting, he knew he couldn't get it off. He knew he would travel if he came down with it. So he just dropped the ball.
But didn't even try to pat it.
Well, he couldn't get it because he would have traveled. If he would have picked the ball up.
If he would have just instead of just the way it looked in the video, he just that.
Yeah.
I give up.
It was and the guy had the same guy had that play and another play previously down the stretch that was just kind of mind-blowing. So it was a horrible finish to a really good game.
Right. So, yeah. Well, with that, and then also the women's tournament. Moving on. We got a lot to get through today, Steve. So, the women's tournament ended on Sunday with UConn absolutely dismantled South Carolina. So, what was I think the final score was a 30-point difference.
Yeah, it was something like that. And by the way, did you see the ratings with Caitlin Clark and then without Caitlin Clark? It was just unbelievable.
Oh, really?
Right.
Caitlin Clark brings the ratings. Otherwise, women's basketball does not.
Yep.
So you're being sexist, is what you're saying.
I don't know. She's a girl.
Well,
we're talking girls basketball.
Yeah. He's being factual.
Yeah, this is true.
If you're offended by that, be offended. I don't care. With the Final Four ratings last year, 14.1 million with Caitlin.
Yeah.
This year, 4.1. I think. So they lost 10 million viewers without Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, there's a reason that they're in the WNBA. Anytime teams host the Fever, they have to move it to different arenas because their arenas can't accommodate. So. All righty. Moving on to high school sports. Let's some results from last week and over the weekend. I'll just say this quick, but a lot of stuff was canceled Friday and even yesterday with the cold. A lot of track meets canceled. So Thursday, Friday, over the weekend, and last night, not a whole lot was completed, but did get the Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont girls had a quad golf meet at Linville-Sully. The Rockets finished in third place with a team score of 216. Ellis Stevenson had the lowest score for the Rockets, good for fifth best on the night with a 9-hole 50. The Sigourney-Keota girls and boys golf had a triangular with Colfax Mingo. In Keota, HLVTC girls and boys had a triangular with BGM and Belle Plaine, and English Valley hosted Iowa Valley. None of those results have been posted as of 6:30 this morning. That was all last night. Boys golf on Friday. Oskaloosa was at Saydell for an invitational. The Indians finished in sixth place with a team score of 311. Oski's lowest score came from Linus Morrison, who finished in eighth place overall with an 18-hole 74. So right about on pace with Steve there. Seen Steve golf before. You shoot just
Divots.
over par, don't you?
Divots. I ruined the golf course.
Soccer on Friday. Oskaloosa girls team picked up their first win of the season, cruising past Knoxville by a score of 6-0. Aliyah Cawthorn had 3 goals on the night for the Indians, with 14 total shots on goal.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's
wow.
Crazy.
No, that is.
Albia's girls fell 2-1 to Pella Christian, and Pella Christian's boys also defeated the Albia boys team by a score of 9-0. So lots of goals being scored in that matchup. Total of 15 goals between the two schools.
That's ridiculous.
High school track, not many results, as I mentioned, due to the rain and the cold, but the HLV-TC boys did head up to Benton-Shellsburg on Friday for a boys-only meet. The Warriors finished in 12th place as a team with 18 points. Our best performances were by Peyton Roth in the 800 Open with a fifth-place finish time of 2:11.09, and Sean McCulloch in the high jump with a fifth-place finish, topping out at 5'6". And so let's just move on to what's going on here tonight. In golf, Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont girls will host PCM in Oskaloosa. The Albia boys will travel to Linville-Sully to compete in a triangular with Linville-Sully and PCM. In soccer tonight, the Oskaloosa girls will host number 5 rated Pella. Albia girls will host Colfax Mingo, and Ottumwa will host Des Moines East. In boys soccer, Sigourney-Keota will be at Highland tonight. Oskaloosa will travel to Pella. Ottumwa will travel to Des Moines East. And high school track tonight, the Sigourney girls and boys will be at Linville-Sully for a co-ed meet. The other teams that will be joining them at Linville-Sully will be Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont girls, the HLV-TC boys and girls, and the Montezuma boys team. Montezuma's girls team will be at PCM tonight. Pekin, Albia, and Cardinals girls teams will be at Davis County tonight in a co-ed meet. And the following boys teams will join them: Albia, Cardinal, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, Oskaloosa, and Pekin. English Valley boys and girls teams will be at Waco tonight, and the Ottumwa girls and boys will be at Urbandale tonight for a meet. So most area teams tonight will be at track or golf or soccer. So a lot going on tonight. See how much it's supposed to be pretty nice. I mean, 54 and no wind should be good enough to have all those events or those meets.
At this point, they're going to have to just start having them.
Suck it up.
I mean, that was nice of them last week, I guess, and from that standpoint. But when the rain, I understand. But yesterday was just being more cool. I've been to a lot of cold track meets when my kids were running.
Yeah,
they were miserable.
They were, and I think Friday was a combination of the rain and
that makes sense.
The wind, but you start getting down there when it gets to 6-7 o'clock. If it's getting below freezing, they're probably not going to have them. Pull muscles, all that stuff.
Back in my day,
it's a different world now, Neil.
You're right. You were right. I never ran track.
So, Steve, you got other sports to talk about? You want to do that? I also brought some trivia again.
Oh, okay. Well, just to throw this in, you and I got together yesterday afternoon, Josh. We hammered out a preliminary baseball and softball schedule for Steve Shetler Media for the spring and summer, late spring, summer. You and I are going to be busy, Josh. We were busy with basketball over the winter months, and now we're going to be spending a lot of time together. I know you like our quality bonding time, and again, we need to get all these confirmed with all the schools and everything. But we are planning on carrying around 21 games this summer.
Yeah,
For we're going to plan on doing some Sigourney away games, planning on doing some Pekin games, and also some North Mahaska games. So, 21 in total. The majority of those in June. I told my wife, adios in June. You won't see me. We're going to be busy with baseball and softball this summer with the live video streaming here on Steve Shuttler Media. And then also, Pekin, I'm going to share this on the screen. Get my thing out of the way there. The 2025 schedule for Pekin football officially put together and put out there on Facebook yesterday. We've got Pekin at Davis County, New London, Wapello, Highland, Van Buren, North Mahaska. That'll be a fun matchup, Pekin and North Mahaska. Danville and Columbus. So that is our upcoming schedule for the fall. So there you go. We got lots of sports coming up here over the next few months and the rest of the year. Of course, then we'll be back into basketball, and it's just a never-ending cycle. So, John,
except for this time of year, because it's we don't. It's hard to really do live coverage of golf or track or soccer.
You can imagine.
You can't.
Comes up for the putt. No, nobody. Generally, not a big viewing audience for especially track, because it's just all over the place. You can't really follow it.
That would be an interesting broadcast to do one track meet.
Wait a minute, what's going on? Wait, shot, but what?
Well, there's the amount of time in between events too, and if you get, especially when you start mixing in the events that not all schools have participants in, like your 400 hurdles and your
have to have
shuttle hurdles.
You'd have to have multiple cameras, and you'd just be it'd be impossible, unless you're like ESPN.
Well, yeah, if you had all kinds of money and all kinds of cameras and people, it would take a crew to do it. So
yeah. So what's your trivia for today? What do we got?
Well, I got 3 of them.
Oh my!
Let's let Neil pick.
Okay.
I'll give you 3 categories. Okay. Easy football trivia.
Is there such a thing?
Not so hard, but not so easy soccer trivia. And then I bet we can't get through the question and the answer without laughing trivia. All sports related.
I want the last one, obviously.
Okay.
I gotta have that one.
We'll toilet humor with it. So.
Yes, that works for us.
All right. In what sports are these terms commonly used? Dump, floater, and wipe.
Floater.
What? Hang on. Floater,
floater, and wipe.
And wipe. Do you know?
I don't know. Dump, floater,
hang on.
wipe.
Dumps, also sometimes called a push.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking
Volleyball?
It is volleyball.
Is it?
Volleyball.
The only thing I could think of was floater.
Okay.
I was like,
myself
it
a
floats.
ding.
So a dump/push is when a setter, instead of setting the ball up for the attack, they just push it over the net into the team. You call that a dump.
I remember
push.
that from the few games that we did.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard me using that terminology. Yeah. I say push. I'm going to start saying dump, though. I didn't realize it was called
yes.
dump.
Yes. Oh,
Dump sounds better. A floater is a serve where it's like knuckling. The ball's not really spinning. It's just kind of floating there, and it makes
a lame duck.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wiggles around, and it causes problems for the receivers. And then a wipe is an attacking technique where basically you go up to attack the ball and you try to hit it off a play.
There's no way to make that sound good. Just call it what it is.
Yeah.
It's a wipe.
It's a wipe.
After you dumped and floated it, you wipe.
What were your other? I want to know what your other ones were.
So for easy football, who is the only person to win a Heisman Trophy twice?
Oh,
wow! I don't know.
Terry
if I know
Bradshaw.
No.
You don't know this? Oh, then it
must. Is it somebody like way back when?
It's older, yeah.
I don't know.
Archie Griffin.
Yeah.
And then not so easy, not so hard, not so easy soccer trivia. Now this would be more like not necessarily sports.
Bend them like Beckham.
If you
who's the guy from the 70s?
It's not a person. The answer is not.
Yeah,
a person.
it is.
No, it's not.
Beckham.
What team did the United States women beat in 2015 to win the FIFA World Cup?
Oh, crap.
Oh, that was like France.
It was not France.
No. It was
Oh,
not
well,
France.
yeah, it was because it was Norway.
It wasn't Argentina.
It was like Japan.
It was Japan.
Yeah,
Was it?
see?
Was it?
It was
Cool.
Japan.
If it's not France
Did you
or
say
Norway,
C?
it's always Japan. Yeah.
He said
See,
C.
I told you.
Or the good ones like Brazil and Argentina and
Yeah.
the ones that are normally up there.
Who's the player I'm thinking of? It's going to drive me crazy now. It's
Mia Hamm?
No, the black guy from like 70s,
Oh.
80s.
I don't know something.
He was like the best soccer
Yeah,
player of all time. Pepe Le Pew. What was
No.
his name?
Was it Pico? No. Hang on.
Soccer player.
I wanted to say Pablo, but it's not Pablo. It's a super easy name once you hear it.
Pele.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it was a P.
What did I say? Pepe?
Pepe.
You said Pepe
Pepe
Le
Le Pew.
Not Pepe. Pele.
Oh, Julie Tremmel was before us.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Pepe and his cousin Pele. Hey, Son-in-Law Services brings us our sports report. And there's Josh's information. He is the handiest handyman, and he's kind of handsy, too.
I'm not handsy.
So, Josh, I get here
Yes,
this
sir.
morning, and Steve's complaining, well, that camera looks off. Why does your camera look weird? And blah, blah, blah. Was somebody in here messing around? I'm like, the only people I know that was in here was you two. And then they hear that comment. Moving on.
He's not handsy. He's handy. Give him a call, 319-431-1806. Josh Clubb, the handy man, Son-in-Law Services. Josh, thanks so much. Thanks for coming in so we can humiliate you by calling you handsy.
That wasn't nice.
I'm not offended. I got pretty thick skin, so
Good. You're going to need it.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. And again, do you have anything else you want to add about your business?
No, you did a great job, Steve. I'll let you be my personal promoter.
Josh Clubb with the Son-in-Law Services.
There it is.
No, not yet.
Oh, nope.
But it's coming.
One of these days he's going to pass out doing this.
Sports report. Sports. That's what we're talking.
All over.
We're going to take a break. I don't know if Laurie Hornback is waiting in the wings yet or not. She's supposed to be coming in here shortly. So you see feet?
I see feet.
We got Laurie hanging out. We're going to be talking to her about Bras for a Cause after this.
Iowa Candle Glow White is a gold medal winning dry fruity white wine from Tassel Ridge Winery that offers pineapple, pear, melon, and apricot notes with a green apple finish. You can serve it with fish, chicken, or lightly seasoned pork, or just sip it by itself. Iowa Candle Glow White's a blend made from La Crescent, Brianna, and Edelweiss grapes grown in our vineyards in Mahaska County, Iowa. Tassel Ridge, Iowa Candle Glow White is available at several of our nearly 350 retailers.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Hey, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media, and as you can see, we were being joined by Laurie Hornback, and somehow, mysteriously, Neil and I are now in bras. This isn't a normal thing. We have to kind of...
Yeah.
We have to
See,
show...
he's Mickey.
We have to show what's going on.
And I'm Minnie.
So, Neil, you look hot.
I have so many questions.
Well, Laurie's here to answer.
So many answers.
Laurie, welcome in. Thanks for coming back for another round of Just Another Morning Show. We're talking about Bras for a Cause. That is the only reason that Neil and I are doing this.
What?
I mean,
come on.
Laurie, we got the event coming up this weekend. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, coming up on Saturday, the 12th, we're going to start serving food from barbecues at 4:30. Start our silent auction at 4:30 and sell those bras, including a whole bunch more, at 6 o'clock with the volunteer firemen modeling them.
All right. And last time you were in here a couple weeks ago, we were showing some of the pictures. I don't have those lined up for this time, but Bras for a Cause. Again, this Saturday, it's a free will donation for the meal, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the free will donation for barbecues. That starts at 4:30. Silent auction also starts at 4:30, goes till 9. What are some of the items up for the silent auction?
Oh, goodness. I have a ton of stuff. My truck is loaded down. We've got lots of stuff. We've got pork loins from JBS. We've also got 120 pounds of bacon from JBS that we're going to auction. It's a lot of bacon. Yes, it's a lot of bacon. We have 2 or 3 quilts we're going to live auction. We have a Blackstone grill that has a meat bundle from Fairway with that. We've got wine baskets. I've got Knoxville Raceway tickets, Iowa Cubs tickets, Iowa Wild tickets. I have I'm going to probably mess this up, a Stoger Condor 20 gauge over and under shotgun. We're going to live auction.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah. It's a really nice shotgun. So then we've also got the Hen and Rooster raffle. We started this last time and it was pretty successful. Okay. So basically we have a board, you buy numbers. At the end of it, we draw the number. You either choose the hen gift, which is a Michael Kors purse. There's a massage in there. There's a free night stay at Riverside Casino, just some other goodies. Or you can choose the Rooster, which is a Henry Golden Boy 22 rifle. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming in.
I'm not sure which one I would choose.
Depends if you're feeling your feminine side.
It looks like Neil is currently feeling his feminine side. Your hands.
I didn't want to interrupt. Move my hands?
I said, where are your hands?
Man, you
what are you
like
doing over there?
Girl I've ever had.
Wow. We need to get a picture of the two of us.
Yes,
Laurie will
sure.
have to make you the photographer before you get out of here.
Sounds good.
Again, this is going on at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick, coming up this Saturday. I'm just out of curiosity. I'm going to take a look at our forecast. What's Saturday looking like? Pretty darn nice.
Yeah, I think it's
sunny and
nice.
66 on Saturday. Saturday night, partly cloudy, a low of 46. So, I mean, weather is not going to keep people away. So that's a good thing. Bras for a Cause. You mentioned last time the money that is raised goes back into some local places. I'll let you tell that.
Yep. The last time I donated $15,000 to River Hills Health Center in Ottumwa for their mammogram program. They offer free mammograms to people who don't have insurance or underinsured or young. And then I also gave $15,000 to Mahaska Health Partnership. They have a really super cancer program with their own cancer care coordinators, so they're really easy to work with. And then I just keep a fund for local people who need help with gas, food, whatever, going through treatment. So
that's very cool. It's really, really great.
Doing a good deed and good stuff going on there. The bra auction also starts on Saturday night at 6. Is that when the modeling begins at 6 o'clock? Okay.
Yep.
And again, the local firemen are going to be, the Hedrick volunteer firemen, going to be modeling the bras. And these bras go for quite a bit of money, right?
Yeah. We've had bras sell for $2. We've had bras sell for $600. So yeah, we the best one I think so far was my bra from now my mind is blank. Anyway, the one that came from Ireland, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that bra sold really well. We also had when Peach Crown first came out and you couldn't get it anywhere.
Yeah.
My daughter actually found a bottle, made a bra, and it sold for like $575.
Good grief.
So yeah. So yeah, it's just whatever people want to buy.
So again, these will be going up on auction?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this would be interesting to know if Mickey or Minnie gets more.
Yeah.
Because of today's modeling.
We usually sell if we have.
I don't know about you, but my bra is really good.
Well, I'm not giving you one back for Minnie because I am never going to be able to come up with that voice. You know what?
I don't know what Minnie's voice would even sound like.
Minnie doesn't have to speak because all she does is
it's her beauty. Uncomfortable all of a sudden.
I think I can do this.
I thought those were the two best bras to bring you guys.
I don't know how you ladies do this all day.
Well, they don't usually have legs and bling on them. So
well, they should.
Well, they should.
I mean, it would make your guys' day so much more enjoyable. I think that's the most important thing in this right now is making you guys happy.
That's right. That's right.
Last time we went through all your sponsors. Did you want to do that again?
Sure.
Give them some love?
Yes, sure. Absolutely. I have to read them because there's so many.
Oh, yeah.
Chittick Tiling, 210 Hair Company, Copeland Auto Body, Atomo Radio, J&E Cernic Scrap, Underground Barbell, INR Roofing, Linder Electric, South Atomo Savings Bank, Pigtail Charlie's Diner, Classic Trucking, Gator Express, Double D Power Sports, Grant Ranch Grub and Pub, Bernie's Bar and Grill, MH Equipment, Van Meter, Gentry Insurance, FCA Vision Ag, River Hills Community Health Center, Bubba Q's, Odyssey Music, Milliken Auction Associates, Crave Nutrition, New Thoughts Therapy, Daisy Do Landscaping, M&E Siren Farms, Neighbor Insurance, Mefford Masonry, Tri-County Shopper, J&A Siren Farms, and Mahaska Health Partnership.
Nice.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Great support. What was the Double D one? Because that one probably is the best sponsor for this particular event, don't you think?
It sounds like it should be. I mean, seriously.
Actually, I have never thought of that.
Well,
yeah.
See, that's a guy for you.
Never thought
D
of that.
We're like, okay. All right.
Yeah. No, never came across that thought before.
Well, that will now, believe me.
Yes,
for
forever
years,
and
you'll be
ever.
like, Double D. It's just a guy's mentality.
Yep, that's pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
Oh. Bras for a Cause this Saturday at Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. Yes, we've got the Mickey and the Minnie.
I have my straps up. My goodness, I'm looking all easy over here.
You're going to let the girls out. Be careful. Laurie, if people need more information or you want to get a hold of you for this, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 641-777-4252.
Okay.
Yep.
And again, this is Saturday. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you want to throw out there?
I did want to mention one thing. I do like a survivors recognition thing in the middle of this. So the more survivors we have, the better. We get flowers and just recognize the survivors. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cancer is a horrible thing. And we appreciate what you're doing to help some folks out here. For how long have you been doing this?
This is our 12th event.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
And when did it start? What year did it start?
2011.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've skipped a few years. I've kind of gone to every other year just because it's a lot of work. But
yep.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
But for a great cause, and you're doing a great job.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Yep.
Awesome. So good stuff. Again, let's put the graphic up on the screen. Bras for a Cause. It's this Saturday, Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. It's a free will donation for the meal. You got the silent auction. You've got the bra auction. And all the money goes back here locally. So check it out. Laurie Hornback. I know it's a lot of work. I know you got a lot of support, though.
Yep.
And a lot of great sponsors. So, appreciate you coming back and hanging out with us again and bringing us these fantastic bras to model.
I have to have those back, boys.
Oh, well, that's fine because I know what I'm doing after the show.
What?
I'm going to go buy me one of these. These are comfy. You guys complain all the time about them.
Getting awkward all of a
Come
sudden.
on. Steve's just over there. He doesn't want to admit it. As soon as he got his on, he was like, oh. I'm like, wow, okay. This is
Oh
fun.
boy. Well, Laurie, best of luck with the event. Always good to see that you've got this going on, and good to see you again for Bras for a Cause.
Well, thanks for having me again.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to take some pictures
we
during the
have to.
commercial break, and then we'll be back with some more stuff on Just Another Morning Show on Steve Shetler Media.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors on Steve Shetler Media, including Brothers Market being our headliner here on Just Another Morning Show, and Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. Well, it's been a busy morning, Neil. We're off to
it's almost like now we got our time to slow down a little bit.
Now we can decompress.
Yeah.
We got a good picture. I'll just show.
Yeah, do your best.
What is going on with my phone?
Uh-oh.
So I'll kind of, there you get the gist.
You'll see it later.
I'll put that up on my Facebook page a little bit later. Us in our black sweatshirts with Mickey and Minnie bras on. Only to support Bras for a Cause. Now, Neil's getting a little bit more serious about this.
No. I'm not getting, I don't want to wear them, but it does give me a better appreciation, ladies. And I apologize for all the years of making it sound like it was no big deal. And I get it. I mean, we didn't even have them strapped, and I can't imagine walking around like that all day. So leave them off.
Leave them off.
It's flower power.
Should we go back? Should we go back over to the weather lab for another look at our forecast?
Oh, I think we should.
Check in with meteorologist Neil Crott in the Steve Shetler Media Weather Lab.
The weather lab is bustling today, let me tell you, Steve. And you know why? Because today we're looking for sun. How much sun? All sun. No clouds in the forecast. How nice is it going to be? 52 nice. That is what I like to hear. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds coming out of the south this afternoon. That's going to feel great. That's all just today.
Wow.
I mean, I could go on tonight.
What a deal.
I mean, right? 39 for an overnight low. Winds still pretty easy. Easy? Is that what you say? Winds are easy. They're going to be light. And then the rain moves in. Fluffy. The rain moves in tomorrow. Early in the morning, throughout the day, chances partly sunny, a high near 64, 40% chance of those precipitation chances. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, 40 for a low, and Thursday, 62 under mostly sunny skies. So thank you, Garden Gate.
We are warming at least into the 60s, and then the weekend is sounding pretty good too.
Not bad.
So, yeah.
It ain't so bad. You ain't so bad.
You ain't bad. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. Whoa. You ain't fat.
What were you? What's that from?
Dun, dun, dun. Fat by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, I was quoting one from one of the Rockies.
Oh, I was going with Michael Jackson Bad.
Oh.
And then Fat.
Man.
I love the video for Fat. It's like my favorite video of all time.
I used to love this pin until it just broke.
Well, that's a bummer. Hey, let's. We haven't really gotten into much of anything.
No,
yet.
we got to go.
We got to get going here. This or That, it's sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. This is stargazing. That is cloud watching. You can't do any cloud watching today, but...
No.
What do you prefer?
Stargazing.
Or cloud? Oh, stars.
Yep. Stargazing.
Is there a reason behind that?
I don't know.
You just like the stars?
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool, you know? Constellations and all that.
Yeah, I like stars too.
Yeah.
I prefer stars.
Sure.
I like to take the dogs out, so I live over by the park here in town.
Oh, okay.
And,
see, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It's right over there. and then there's this kid that comes and sings in the park. It's weird.
Is he still coming?
I haven't seen him for a while. But
no.
Stargazing. Stargazing is good on my side of the town. You don't get a whole lot of light, in that area, especially if you go in my backyard. It's pretty dark back there. You can just get lost in the stars. Let's take a look at our question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa.
What kind of question is this?
202 North Main in Sigourney. What? This is a thing here lately.
Oh, my.
There's been stories about people getting upset because babies are banned from weddings. So is it wrong to ban babies from a wedding?
Huh.
I mean, if the bride doesn't want interruptions during the service, you can have the baby.
Okay. All right, so
or maybe a little kid doing something.
I'm gonna say it's
disruptive.
I'm gonna say maybe versus wrong. Is it wrong versus right? I don't know. I think it's stupid because if you can ban babies from weddings, so does that mean church? Does that mean public functions? I mean, seriously, what's the difference?
Where does it end?
Where does it end?
Where does the madness
keep the babies
end?
out of the? Come on,
babies.
They didn't do nothing.
They're just born.
This is getting a little bit out of hand. Banning babies from a wedding. I bet you majority will say, yes, it is wrong. Don't you? Oh, well, Steve's on board. He's like, get rid of them crying babies.
I'm giving the other point of view.
I hear you, but
if the couple that's getting married asks you not to bring, if it's they want it to be an adult thing. They don't want the disruptions. I understand. When I got married, I didn't care. Right. Bring your babies. Bring your pets.
Yeah. I'm just saying if somebody was to say your baby's not allowed, I wouldn't be going to your wedding.
Okay. Because you'd have all the babies at home? You wouldn't take...
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
All your kids?
Looking back to when the kids were babies. No, it's fine. We won't go.
Neil is offended by this question.
I'm a little bit. I can't believe this is a real thing. I mean, come on.
So that's
somebody get in the
today.
comments. Let's hear your voice and your opinions right now because I think this is wrong.
Tell you what, some strong feelings,
man,
here in the Oski Dental Studios this morning.
And good morning, by the way, Daniel Schuster.
Oh, was Dan watching?
He is with us and said good morning, and we say good morning back. And what do you think? What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, babies.
Is it wrong to ban babies from a wedding?
What do you guys in the comments think about babies? Banning babies from weddings. I hit a hot
Well, it's just weird. Button. I mean, come on. We got better things to worry about.
All right, let's go to we have to worry about on this day in history.
See, that's important.
Today is April 8th. I just can't talk.
Okay.
So excited about things. What day is it? Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, Tuesday, April 8th. On this date in history, 1766, the first patent was granted for a fire escape. You know what the fire escape was?
What?
And just guess.
Probably a slide.
So we're talking 1766. Not a whole lot of technology yet.
Fire pole, maybe, or a slide is what I'm guessing.
It was a wicker basket on a pulley.
Okay.
That was how you were going to escape a fire.
Wicker in a fire.
Yeah.
Huh. Good call, guys.
I guess there's also a chain involved as well.
Oh.
It was designed by a watchmaker. It kind of makes sense.
What does
with
that
the whole
have
pulley
to do?
system? But
1766,
you weren't getting down from the second floor from a fire without a wicker basket and a pulley and chain.
The chain was for when you realized, this was a dumb idea. Yeah.
So wow. There you go. On this date, 1879, milk was sold in glass bottles for the very first time.
Oh, before you had to go straight to the udder?
I
mean, they didn't have plastic, so I'm just wondering how do you... Yeah.
Moving on. 1953 on this date, the very first 3D movie was released. It was called Man in the Dark.
What year?
1953.
Really?
3D. Huh. It probably wasn't all that good.
Sure, but I mean, I'm surprised they tried back then.
Yeah, 1953. Huh. Today on the National Day calendar, it's National Empanada Day.
Oh.
I don't know that
word.
Wait.
Empanada Day? Well, it's funny you should ask. An empanada is a savory crescent-shaped pastry, often filled with meat, cheese, or vegetables that can either be baked or fried. They're popular in Spain and Latin America.
Wow. It's funny that you knew that off the top of your head.
Yeah, well, I'm smart. Sometimes.
Empanadas.
About food.
Empanada.
So, yeah.
National Zoo Lovers Day. Maybe they sell an empanada at the concession stand at the zoo.
True.
You like zoos? I like zoos.
I like zoos. I'd go to a zoo right now.
And it's National All Is Ours Day.
I'll tell you what that is, Steve. It's a time for everyone to pause and appreciate the beauty and abundance in our lives and around the world. I like being prepared.
Wow.
I like sound.
You are on top of it.
Thank you.
How's that Diet Mountain Dew?
Good.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
Good.
Let's take a peek at our monthly tournament. It's going on right now as we speak. You can get your voting in for this particular matchup. Our For the Fun of It tournament for April, candy bars. Is Homer Simpson over here?
Is that? I just wasn't trying to sound like him. That's just my candy bars.
Shetler Insurance Services sponsors our tournament. See Stacy on the... Are you wooing my wife?
No, I'm wooing her name up top there. It's like fire. You don't want to touch it. Look how it's just like
flowing.
Yeah.
Shetler Insurance Services, east side of the square in Sigourney. Milky Way versus Payday.
Sorry, Levon. Milky Way all the way.
Yeah. Way versus the day.
Yeah.
Payday has gotten its fair share of votes, which I'm surprised.
Okay, wait.
I don't know if I've ever eaten. I know it has nuts, so I've never eaten.
Yeah,
it.
You've never eaten it. What's the difference between a Payday and a salted nut roll? Isn't that what they're just the red packaged?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, what's the difference? Aren't they the same thing? I don't know. I'm just asking.
So it's Milky Way, which is one of my go-tos for candy bars against Payday. Yesterday's matchup went to Snickers.
Of course.
Of Snickers, probably the odds-on favorite to win this whole tournament, I would say. You disagree?
No, I just said,
Oh. Are you making more Homer Simpson noises?
Nope, I'm just going to keep my opinions to myself. Don't want to start a controversy.
Well, controversy is what we need.
Because I don't know, Snickers or Reese's, man. Reese's could, I don't know.
All right, so you got Snickers that has moved on. Milky Way probably going to be moving on. Then we're going to go down to Reese's Peanut Butter Cups against Heath Bar. And then we'll jump over to Kit Kat versus whatchamacallit.
What's that? That was an old commercial for you.
Yeah.
What? I don't even remember how they went, but can I get me a whatchamacallit? A what? Yeah. Whatchamacallit? What is it? A whatchamacallit? Huh?
Whatchamacallit?
What you talking about?
Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? That's what you
macallit.
So Snickers moved on. Milky Way going on right now. If you want to vote, this matchup went up at 6 p.m. last night. Goes till 6 p.m. this evening. Thumbs up for Milky Way in the reactions. Give a heart for Payday.
Yes.
That is our For the Fun of It tournament. That is happening as we speak. Coming up later on this week, we've got this feller, old Maxwell.
He may not look like it, but man, can that dude shred a guitar. I'm gonna hype you up, Maxwell.
Maxwell Schaefer, former radio personality at WHO in Des Moines. He sings some songs.
Yeah.
And he's got some original stuff. He'll be calling in on Friday. Got that confirmed. He'll be sending a video of him doing one of his songs to kind of hype people up. So Maxwell Schaefer going to be hanging out. I think he's definitely has a podcast out there. It's like Maxwell's Coffee Podcast.
Okay.
Maxwell's something podcast.
Well, I'll have to look that up.
So check that out. He is doing good after his radio career. And he's doing some songs with us this Friday at Barnwired, 11:30 to noon. Be there in person. Watch it live on Facebook, YouTube. Listen to it in podcast form. Maxwell Schaefer. Maxwell. He is Maxwell. What else we got going on this week? Sports section at Barnwired in Sigourney, 119 East Marion. We're right above Barnwired.
Yeah.
I'm stomping on the floor so they can hear me.
They heard you earlier. Sorry.
Sports section. We're going to be chatting with athletes and coaches this Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Again, be there in person. Watch it live online. Listen to it in podcast form. Whatever you feel the need to do, however you want to take the show in. Yeah. You don't have an excuse. You can listen to it, watch it so many different ways. All right. So that's what's happening there. Let's take a little bit of a commercial break.
Okay.
We're a little bit behind on commercial breaks
that's all right. Let's catch up.
Pop in with some of our commercials. We'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back with more. Heck, it's almost 8 o'clock.
I know. Happy 8 o'clock. What the heck is going on?
More coming up after this.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, we do thank our sponsors, including Brothers Market here on Steve Shetler Media. They are our headliner. And, of course, Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. Give Dr. Dan a call. Schedule your appointment, 641-673-4845. Neil and Steve, we don't say our names enough.
My name is Neil, and that is Steve.
I'm Steve.
I'm pointing at him, but actually I should be going, that's Steve.
And this is Steve.
This is Neil.
That's Neil right over there.
We got the brains, and we got the looks. I don't even have to be smart to be on here. I just gotta have access to Google and look good.
And we're even trying to cut you off from your Google because you're a little bit crazy over there.
Crazy?
Taking your computer away from you.
Yeah, you were. That was not fun last night, but I still had all my info wrote down.
You did. You were ready.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we are going to be doing a giveaway today.
Okay.
What is our Tuesday giveaway? Garden Gate, $10 gift card. So we're going to be getting to that here shortly. So get ready with your phones at 641-622-6262. Yesterday we did the answers are easy. And that is such an easy game to
Yes.
win. People can't possibly be intimidated by the answers are easy. Because like yesterday's questions, what do rabbits like to eat? What do rock climbers climb? A calf is a baby what? Those were yesterday's questions.
Right.
So today's are going to be just as easy.
Okay.
We're going to do the answers are easy again.
Sweet.
We might just run through these all week long until
There
they're
you go.
done. Because it's a good way to get rid of some stuff. And we value
We value
our viewers, our live viewers on Facebook and YouTube. So, and basically just Facebook, because if you're on YouTube, we only monitor the Facebook page.
Sorry. But thanks for watching on YouTube anyway.
Sorry about that, YouTubers. Shall we do some things you need to know?
I need to know it.
Things you need to know. Oh, new. Things you need to know. Clem Burke.
Yeah?
You friends with Clem?
I don't believe so.
I don't think you are
Why
either.
Is that name familiar, though?
He's not alive anymore. Clem Burke, the longtime drummer for Blondie.
I didn't know what band, but I was going to say the name sounded familiar as something I should know.
He played a key role, Neil, in the New Wave movement back in the day. Appeared on albums by Pete Townsend, Iggy Pop, Bob Dylan, and Blondie.
Huh.
He's died.
Well, that's too bad.
70, so
Iggy
R.I.P. Clem. Iggy Pop, have you seen him lately?
No.
Oh, man.
I can't imagine.
You want to see something scary, Google Iggy Pop.
He wasn't all that non-scary 30 years ago.
The guy's always looked like he's 80, but now, and he always goes shirtless. You never see him with a shirt. Now everything is kind of sagging, and it's not good.
I am looking him up right now.
Yeah. So we were talking about Edie Brickell here a few weeks ago. Edie Brickell. See?
Wow, don't even waste your time searching or Googling.
I mean, you
Iggy
should,
Pop.
really. If you want a good scare this morning.
Wow.
Look up Iggy Pop.
I'll wake you up.
From 2025.
Whew. Go on.
It's like a Halloween costume.
Yeah, that's... Wow. Put a shirt on, dude.
Paul Simon and his wife, Edie Brickell, of Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians.
Yeah.
I don't care everything. I want to know what I mean. Paul and Edie sold their Connecticut estate last month.
That choked me up. I don't know why. How to say that again?
Connecticut.
Okay.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
They sold their estate last month for a $6 million loss.
What?
Yeah, evidently they sold it for $6 million less than they bought it.
Ooh.
Richard Gere was the one that bought the house from them, but they took a little bit of a hit on that. We talked basketball earlier with Josh Clubb. Ratings are in for the men's Final Four. They averaged about 15.3 million viewers. That is their best mark in 8 years, up nearly 20% from just a year ago.
That's cool.
So CBS, TBS, TNT, True TV doing good numbers for the Final Four. See here. Let's go to India.
Okay.
Indian police have arrested a 24-year-old Arizona YouTuber who visited an off-limits island in the Indian Ocean and left an offering of a Diet Coke can and a coconut.
What?
He was attempting to make contact with an isolated tribe on this Indian island that is known for attacking intruders. So
he was trying. Wow.
It kind of
like a peace offering.
Yeah.
He was trying to say, "Don't attack me. Here's a Diet Coke
can, or coconut."
Why didn't he go with like a Diet Mountain Dew?
Wonder if they were like headhunters.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
And they took the coconut and smashed it in front of him and said, "This we do to your head."
Yeah. Let's see here. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Who?
You know what he plays?
No.
Baseball.
Okay.
And he makes a lot of money doing it.
Oh.
He and the Toronto Blue Jays have agreed to a 14-year contract for $500 million. 14 years, $500 million.
What sport?
Baseball.
So apparently they play a lot. How do I word that properly? And I'm trying to be serious. They play longer into their years than, say, some basketball and football players, especially.
I mean,
14 years seems like a long time to say.
It is. It's ridiculous.
We're putting our trust and faith in you for 14 years.
Unless you're like a 20-year-old.
Right.
Which at that point you haven't proven yourself, so you're not going to make that type of money. But
so that's what I'm right in saying that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, that's a
ridiculous.
big commitment.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
No player stays with the team for 14 years.
Well, that's just it.
So it'll never go to the end, but A lot of money, regardless. Speaking of a lot of money, we talked about this yesterday. Minecraft movie bringing in $157 million over the weekend, so that's off to a great start. Let's go over to Egypt. Archaeologists have discovered the massive limestone... Walk like an Egyptian. But then you have to give that look. You have to go.
Oh, yeah. Did I do it?
The bangles. Egypt, archaeologists have discovered the massive limestone burial chamber of a mysterious king, someone previously unidentified, who apparently ruled about 3,600 years ago.
Oh.
I think they had to put in one of those little things, and then it went into the shaft.
But the shaft was a little at an angle.
Yeah.
And it got tighter the further in.
Anyway.
It'll be interesting to find out who this king was, if it was any...
King Bengal.
Yeah.
Phoenix, Arizona. They're approaching their first triple-digit day of the year.
Already?
I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like a great place to retire.
It gets hot in Phoenix.
Wow.
But they have a lot of snakes in Phoenix, too. The Poison Control Center reminding people in Phoenix of the dangers of re-emerging scorpions and rattlesnakes. Last year, they received over 5,000 scorpion stings and over 100 rattlesnake bite calls. So, yeah, with the warmer weather comes scary things.
Seriously, let's retire to Phoenix, Arizona.
I've always,
Wow. Hot snakes and scorpions.
Yes. And how do you take your dogs out for a walk and not be scared and worried about them getting bit by something?
I guess you teach them karate or something. I don't know.
Number one restaurant in the United States since 2018, Olive Garden.
What?
Yeah, according to this. But there is a new number one in town.
Who Hots?
No.
Oh, man.
Who do you think? New number one restaurant.
I wouldn't have guessed Olive Garden was number one for all those years.
In the United States.
In the United States...
of America.
Of America. Good. That narrows it down now. I'm going to say Texas Roadhouse.
Correct.
Is it really?
You get
no joke.
Duh.
Ding. Oops. Yeah, I accidentally hit the duh button, but you get the
ding.
Yeah, new number one, Texas Roadhouse. Huh. Let's see here. Actually, Olive Garden, did they get on the top 5?
Oh,
it goes
no.
Texas Roadhouse, Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really?
Maybe Olive Garden is number 2. So you got Texas Roadhouse, Olive Garden, Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Applebee's is in the top 5? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
Those are your things you need to know.
Had Texas Roadhouse there a couple weeks back up in Iowa City. It was.
That cinnamon butter.
Yeah. I didn't open the bag of peanuts that they offered.
No.
Out on the table. I took the bag of peanuts, but I didn't open it. Well, it's there for us, right?
It is.
I got them.
Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. 28% of people who received a raise at work say it was because of this. Think about that. 28% of people.
Not men versus women. Just people altogether.
People who received a raise say it was because of this.
Gotcha. I know it.
Let's take a look at the comments.
I know what it is.
All right. We got Patrick, way back when, Bubby, Nancy, Dan, Sherry, back-to-back Sherrys, Pat, Amber, Anthony, Amber, Jackie, Julie, Stacy, Dixie, Dan. Yeah, lots of comments. Peg in there, Dodie. Yeah. Anyway.
Got a few people already on the bandwagon, I see.
What bandwagon are we talking about?
About the whole, should babies be banned from the wedding?
Oh.
One, I agree with you, Neil. I wouldn't go. That's not right, says someone else. That's right.
Well, la-ti-da.
Yeah.
28% of people who received a raise at work say it was because of this.
They got a raise because flirting with the boss.
Nope.
Dang it.
At least not according to this.
Well, it never worked for me.
It could.
So.
Scott probably thought that was weird. That
there was no flirting that was going to make up for everything.
There's that one time he came in. He's like, "You guys want to get fired?"
Oh man, he seemed a lot. He seemed raged a lot with me. I think that's why we were such good friends. You know.
So people, according to this, 28% of people say they got a raise because they bragged about their company on social media. So Neil, start.
Well, we didn't really. It was just a new thing.
Start hyping up Steve Shetler Media and maybe you'll get a raise. Maybe you'll get paid. What are you doing? You gonna
liking
make a
this?
Post right
liking
now?
this? And,
yeah, start liking. Get in the top 20, Neil.
Yes,
come on, you jerk.
I just liked. I'm going to comment.
Trying to think what we haven't got to yet today. Should we go ahead
well,
and
we
do
need to, what?
Let's do the giveaway. Let's
Definitely.
Let's open up the phone lines and do a giveaway. Again, today we're doing a $10 gift card to the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Let's bring up their information if I can find it here quick. Of course, Cindy over at the Garden Gate, a huge supporter of Steve Shetler Media. The Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. Stop in Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturdays, 9 to noon for all of your floral needs. They've got something for everyone at the Garden Gate. If you want to play The Answers Are Easy and get yourself a $10 gift card to the Garden Gate, call in. Heck, look at that. Phone's already ringing.
What?
Check this out. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. Who's calling in?
Jackie McDermott.
Jackie McDermott,
Hey,
one of our big-time supporters here on Steve Shetler Media. How you doing today, Jackie?
Real good.
Good. All right, so we're going to do The Answers Are Easy. I'm going to give you super easy questions, and we'll see if you can answer them and get the gift card. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. What are you supposed to do at a stop sign?
Stop.
Stop. That's correct. The answers are easy. Name something you find in the Easter Bunny's basket.
Chocolate candy.
Sure, chocolate candy. My brain went to eggs.
Oh.
But of course, I'm
Yeah.
not under the pressure of playing the game. I'm
That
just
too.
the one that's asking the questions. And then your third and final question is, name an animal with a tail.
Donkey.
There you go. Bing!
That was the question?
That was the answers are easy, Neil.
Wow.
And our studio audience is giving Jackie a round of applause. So, Jackie, you get the $10 gift card to the Garden Gate in Sigourney. They'll have it waiting for you. Cindy will have that waiting for you at the Garden Gate. So, Jackie, thank you for being a brave soul calling in today here on Just Another Morning Show.
Well, you're sure welcome, and we'll see you at the Iowa Music Showcase.
Sounds good. Jackie's a big-time follower. Have a good day, Jackie. We'll talk to you later. That is
Bye-bye.
Jackie McDermott. And again, I hung up on my listener as they were calling, as they were saying goodbye. I just click.
Well,
she said she'd see us at the Iowa Music Showcase.
There you go.
So she's coming on Friday. So
what was the
hopefully we
first
have-
question?
What are you supposed to do at a stop sign?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that actually probably doesn't work for you, does it?
No.
You don't.
Apparently, slow and goes are not a thing.
Let me write. All right, entertain the people. I'm throwing it to you,
All
Mr.
right.
Mr. Prepared.
Well, I was prepared until you made me feel like I shouldn't be. And then you were like, "Oh, look at him go!" Actually, I'm trying to woo the audience, but I'm so busy liking and sharing things about Steve Shetler Media because apparently, that is how you.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
That's how you do get further
That's
in
how you
life.
get a raise. While you do that...
Oh, Iggy Pop popped back up on my screen. Get out. Get away.
Let's take a look at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney. They are a great place to go for weddings, graduations, reunions, so much more. Whatever event you want to have, you can hold it at Enchanted Events. They've got Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys coming up here. Boy, we're just like 2.5 weeks away from Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys on the 26th at Enchanted Events. Make sure you get your tickets through the Enchanted Events website or through their Facebook page. Get them. Get them while they're hot. Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys coming up here on the 26th. All right, what do we got on our community calendar, Neil? We've got something new.
Oh, yeah.
We've got...
I just saw this last night.
Yeah, Keswick Tavern is going to be having a live acoustic show this Saturday.
That's really good.
From 8 to 11. No cover charge. And it's a young lady. I've never heard of her until yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I looked her up and I'm like, wow, she's really good. Singer-songwriter Kenny Falls is her name.
And where's she from? Did you find that information?
Iowa.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
She's an Iowan.
We should really reach out to this lady.
So she has flown under the radar up to this point. Kenny Falls is going to be at the KT this Saturday if you're looking for something to do. You know, there's a ton of stuff talking about Saturday. We've got Bras for a Cause. We were chatting with Laurie earlier.
Yep.
That's going on Saturday. I know we've got the Country Buddies at the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday. So you can't possibly say that you don't have anything to do,
I guess,
on Saturday. Speaking of which, Castle Ridge Winery, Lighton, has their murder mystery dinner this Saturday. Is there anything else this Saturday that I'd like to throw out there?
Well, yeah, it seems
I don't
like
know,
we
but
should.
Coming up on Sunday then, if you went out and had a good time on Saturday night, you can get up and have some breakfast
There
with
you
the
go.
North Keokuk County Fire Department. That'll be Sunday from 7 to noon at the South English Fire Station. And support the local fire department in South English. So there, your weekend is now booked.
Man.
Lots of stuff to get to going on this weekend.
That is nuts.
Which let's go now to our birthdays. It's the birthday song, Neil.
It's the birthday song, Neil. Oh, goodness, what's happening?
What do you got for Neil birthdays?
For Neil birthdays. Hometown Real Estate bringing you the birthdays as always. Nikki Leathers. She is so busy being a broker and an owner and a realtor, but she keeps it all together. Look her up, NikkiLeathers@gmail.com. If you got any realty questions, needs, or wants, I'm just throwing it out there. She'll help you out. I hope, because I just laid it out there for her. So, hometown birthdays. Shauna Turnipseed. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Justin Glandon. Looking. Amber is in the comments. My twin's birthday.
Is it today? Did I miss
guessing,
that?
Maybe. I don't. We're going to go with it today.
If I missed it, I'm going to have to change my birthday.
That's okay. I just seen it right as we were going into this. So I thought, well, I better add it to the hometown side. Anyway, happy birthday to all of you. Celebrity side, Jim Lampley.
Well, you know Jim.
Yeah. What's he sports cast, though? Is it everything?
He casts sports.
Yeah.
Jim Lampley.
No, Jim Lampley. Jim. Yeah, I don't really know him. I'm sure I would if I seen him on screen. He's 76. Sure. John Schneider, 65.
Bo Duke.
Yeah. Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm.
John and I are tight. You know, I met John.
Yeah, but you're tight?
We're
like, do you
friends,
talk
man.
every week? Or?
Oh, heck yeah.
Shut up.
I'm like, what up, Bo? And he's like, nothing, Steve. How you doing? I'm like, I'm good.
Really?
John and I, we got a picture taken together. He won an award at the station that I used to work at.
Yeah.
And then I presented it to him when I went to Nashville. And
Well,
he's like,
sweet.
He didn't even know he won it. So,
well,
anyway.
that still was cool. This one's cooler. Izzy Stradlin.
Yeah, Izzy.
63. Man, them guys are getting old, aren't they?
They are.
Guitarist for GNR. Guns N' Roses for you lame folk. Julian Lennon. Singer. Oh, that's John's kid?
Yeah.
Julian is... What? Yeah. John Lennon's kid is 62.
Yeah.
Man, I'm old. Actress Robin Wright is 59. Patricia Arquette. Which one is that? Which one is...
I know her recently from Severance.
Okay.
The show that I hype up here quite a bit. Severance is on Apple TV. So that's what I know her from.
She was in something else that everybody should...
David Arquette's sister or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She's an actress. Taron Noah Smith. Oh, actor. He's 41. Home. You mean Home Improvement? Oh, I see. It's underneath there. Improvement.
Yeah.
My screen didn't look all the way down. He's 41. That's the youngest one, isn't he?
He's the youngest one. And if you want to see something else scary, look him up now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His smile is something to behold.
Oh no!
Anyway,
really?
So he's not the cute kid anymore.
Oh man,
bummer.
That's too bad. But happy birthday anyway, dude. Even though, wow. Okay, okay. Well, man,
he had the bowl cut back in the day.
Yes, and he was a cute kid. What is wrong with that? That picture. Wow.
It's like.
Man, okay, so if you got nothing else to do today, look up Iggy Pop and Taron Noah Smith. Wow.
Sorry about your gums.
You need to see someone I know.
What?
He needs to see someone I know. Wow.
So that's, your birthdays.
Happy birthday.
God bless them.
Happy birthday.
We're doing just another morning show. Brothers Market, our headliner. We're from the Oski Dental Studios. Live, local, and up in the high rise, the loft above Barn Wired in beautiful downtown Sigourney. What a morning, Neil. What a fantastic morning. It's cold.
Yeah.
But if you look outside... beautiful.
I'll be honest, in the short 6...
All right. Have you not been honest this whole time?
You know what? No.
No? You've been lying all morning
about
long?
all of it. All of it. Iggy Pop looks like a stud, don't he? The bra, I really didn't like wearing it. Yeah, so there.
Sports? You love sports.
I really do love it. I get into them. No, the walk here this morning, whew, I made it halfway here, so, block and 3/4. And I was like, man, this isn't that bad. By the time I got here, I couldn't open the door to the studio. My hand was froze.
Wow.
It was chilly out. I was like,
Patrick evidently made his eyes bleed by looking at Iggy Pop.
Oh, did he?
Shall we get weird? Do you like to get weird?
That is weird.
I like to get weird. Several chocolate Easter egg products have been recalled due to concerns over the possible presence of small metal fragments in the items, which, of course, could pose a safety risk if consumed. The recall affects specific own brand, OWN brand, own brand batches of chocolate eggs sold by major Irish retailers. Does this even affect us? Here in the United States? I don't know.
Well, if you go to Ireland and get a chocolate egg, maybe.
Yeah, so watch out for the metal. It's like, oh.
Boy, wouldn't that be fun? You ever had a little piece of metal in your mouth?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, it sucks.
Do you chew on metal every
once in a while?
No, I don't
chew on it, but like you're grinding on something or cutting, and and it's just getting it's either your eye or your mouth or
I hate it when that
right
happens.
in your leg.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the old... Every once in a while, I just get the old grinder out, and I'm like, I'm just going to grind some metal.
I like to see them sparks fly.
Are you familiar with the DB Cooper case?
The DB Cooper?
Back in the day. Coop.
Who
they
was
called
that?
him Coop. DB Cooper. He was the guy that hijacked a plane... had like a bag full of money and then jumped out, and then they never found him. So, all right, here let me start this from the beginning. The DB Cooper case, which started with a polite man in a suit hijacking a flight back in 1971 and parachuting into the wilderness with $200,000, remains unsolved and riddled with questions that refuse to make sense.
Huh.
I actually listened to a podcast on this one time.
Yeah?
The hijacker, who used the name Dan Cooper but was famously misreported as DB, boarded a plane from Portland to Seattle, claimed to have a bomb, demanded ransom and parachutes, and then vanished after jumping from the plane mid-flight. Now, over 50 years later, the FBI has closed the case without naming a definitive suspect, despite investigating over 1,000 leads.
Wow.
So, the mystery lives on, but not just because of the crime, Neil. But because it seems Cooper vanished not just from the plane, but from time itself, leaving behind a legacy of theories, legends, and many unanswered questions. How about that?
Makes you wonder. Did he survive the fall even?
Yeah. Is he tangled up in a tree somewhere?
Right.
Is he in a mountain living with his $200,000?
Or is he in Mexico and living the high life? Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. I don't know what just happened over there, but somebody dropped a dead body, I think. That was a loud...
Hit the skull, hit the floor real hard.
Wow.
Kaboom.
Man.
Sammy Hagar.
Yeah?
We like to talk about aliens on this show, both illegal and from space. Sammy Hagar...
What?
Legendary rock and roller, former frontman of Van Halen, has long claimed that his path to rock stardom involved more than guitars and grit, Neil. It involved aliens.
Oh, come on.
2013 interview. Sammy recounted a surreal late-night encounter in the 1960s at his California home where he says he experienced a telepathic connection with extraterrestrial beings. According to the Red Rocker, he was lying in bed when he felt something or someone tapping into his brain. Better than being probed, I guess.
I guess. Well, it depends.
He described it as kind of a data transfer, saying the aliens were downloading or uploading information to or from him. Now, Sammy doesn't present his story as a metaphor or artistic exaggeration. He says this really happened.
Oh, my.
And it launched him into a new direction in music. So, Sammy Hagar and aliens.
I
never heard this story.
No, I used to have, a little bit of respect for Sammy. I like some of the stuff he did with Van Halen, and that's too bad that I don't like him anymore because he's a freak. Duh, come on.
Downloaded information from aliens. And then finally today in the weird news, UK families have been urged to assemble 72-hour survival kits as a precaution in the event of significant disruptions, such as a global conflict or infrastructure failure. Concerns have grown over the country's reliance on foreign energy sources, particularly amid fears that adversaries like Russia could target vital systems such as gas pipelines, potentially leading to blackouts or supply chain interruptions. So I don't know what 72 hours is going to get you, really. Maybe that'll get them back up online if something
get
happens.
The generators on.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was the generator running out of gas.
Yeah, don't forget the gas for the generators, or the diesel, whatever you're using.
Pole started again, and what?
You okay over there?
What are you looking at?
Looking at you.
It's 8:30 already.
It is.
We are just zippity-doo-dom through the day. Let's take another break. And then we'll come back and we'll throw some more silliness at you here on Just Another Morning Show. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey, we thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Steve Shetler Media. We're coming to you from the Oski Dental Studios, where Neil takes a nap during commercial breaks.
Apparently.
Hey,
Not
we
bad.
still got the Files of Law and Disorder to get to.
Yeah.
We've got Moment of Duh. We've got some good news. Before we do that, let's jump into this one, Neil.
Okay.
Things you should never buy at a gas station.
All right.
Would you like to know, or are you afraid to
I
know?
am afraid because I'm probably on the list for all of these. So,
all right. So things you should never buy at a gas station. They say bread, milk, and eggs. And the reason is because, versus like a grocery store or a Walmart, or things are overpriced. They're higher prices.
Well, sure.
At a gas station.
Right.
It's a little bit higher. So
I get that.
If you want to save some money, and they say this says not as fresh compared to grocery stores. So, I mean, sometimes you buy something that you might be well into it, and you'll look at the date, and it's like October of 24.
How did that ever go?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't bring it up.
Good.
Yeah, if you think your ice cream is like kind of tastes a little weird, frostbit.
Look at the date.
Yeah, look at the date.
Okay.
How about medicine or first aid supplies? You shouldn't buy those from gas stations.
Probably
Prices
same reason,
again,
right?
marked up.
Yeah. But
limited selection.
Yeah.
Sunglasses. You ever buy cheap sunglasses at
They're
gas
not cheap.
stations? All right. Well, they say sunglasses at gas stations usually lack proper UV protection.
Oh.
If you're really worried about that.
Yeah.
I'd say if
because the ones I get are really good UV.
Usually if you're buying them at a gas station, you're not too concerned about the UV protection. They say electronics and phone chargers. They say tend to be poor quality, potentially damaging your devices. So, hot food. This will be a bummer for you.
What?
Because I know you're a big fan of the rotisserie hot dogs.
Yeah.
Items like pizza slices or hot dogs can sit under heat lamps for hours, of course, compromising their freshness and taste.
But that's what makes a gas station hot dog so good.
Yeah.
I want it sitting there for 6 hours, nasty, leathery, just like it's been dropped on the floor 4 times. I want that dog. Little mustard. Oh.
And then you're like...
Oh, it gives you... Yeah, it makes a bite. And I mean, you got to... Seriously, those were the best.
Lottery tickets is next. It's an impulse buy.
Oh.
I mean, some people, it's not an impulse buy.
Yeah,
they go
right.
there specifically.
Exactly.
And they hold up the line. There's like 10 people behind them
Yep.
that just want to get a pop and a whatchamacallit.
Right.
And they're waiting for Grandma Helda to...
Yeah.
Helda? Is that a name?
Helda is now. Yes.
Helga. From the old country.
To get her lottery tickets.
To get it. Oh, she wants one of these and 2 of those. And I want to pick the numbers for that. And I want of those. And then get me some Marlboros. No, not that kind.
Oh.
Anyway.
I know who you're talking about.
I wasn't even targeting anybody in particular.
Yeah.
It was just a made-up character.
Yeah. Wow.
Also, some other things you shouldn't buy. Prepaid phone cards. They come with hidden fees or worse deals. Frozen or refrigerated items like ice cream. These items can be expensive, occasionally suffer from improper temperature storage, or they're completely outdated by 5 months. And energy drinks. Price markups, although I don't think that's really
I don't know if the energy drinks are any higher at a gas station versus anywhere, but...
they say as compared to buying in bulk.
Okay, fine.
At supermarkets. Then you definitely get a better deal if you buy in bulk.
Here's the thing. I mean, most of those are about price. And again, I don't really like buying medicine. I don't like buying batteries at a gas station.
Yeah.
But Christmas Eve night, when they're the only place open and you realize, oh no, this kid's toy is not going to work without 4 AA's, I'm going to have to spend $84 for those 4 AA batteries.
That's why it's a convenience store.
Yeah, exactly. Because you sort of know that going in.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, anyway. Yeah, we knew most of all of that.
But give me a hot dog, man. Seriously. Why doesn't anyone have those old hot dogs anymore?
You want a rotisserie hot dog?
Yes.
That's old.
Yes. Oh, man. And the buns are stale and almost hard underneath the warmer in the little drawer. Yes, that's what I want. Yes. That would be what I'd want if I was on death row. I would want 10 of those hot dogs.
10 rotisserie hot dogs,
I would not let them walk me down the Green Mile until I got my rotisserie hot dogs.
All right.
Yep.
I probably have McDonald's.
Really? Over a hot dog?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No question.
Let's go to the files of law and disorder. Boy, there's some nasty stories here today.
Oh, yeah?
In Brooklyn, not Iowa, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
49-year-old Lun Chang Chen attacked 4 young girls. You young girls, come here. Age 8, 11, 13, and 16 with a meat cleaver.
Okay.
The incident came to light when the 11-year-old victim locked herself in a room and called 911, reporting that it was her uncle.
What?
Yeah, this gets worse as we go. Reporting that Uncle Lun had stabbed her and her siblings. What? Upon arrival, the officers forced entry into the apartment after hearing their screams and encountered Uncle Lun Chang Chen with a bloodied meat cleaver. Despite repeated orders to drop the weapon, he advanced. Of course, they shot him. Let's see. Did he die? All 4 victims sustained severe slash and stab wounds.
Oh, man.
Were transported to a hospital. They are expected to survive. Chen was also taken to the hospital and is in critical condition. A 5th child managed to escape and seek help. The child's mother was not home during the attack. The motive is under investigation.
Wow. Must have gotten, I don't know what.
Uncle Lun. Crazy Uncle Lun is what they used to call him. Now he really is crazy. We go from there to authorities releasing images of a Connecticut house where a woman allegedly held her stepson captive for over 20 years until he set a fire to escape. Fire. The suspect has been charged with kidnapping, assault, and cruelty, currently is actually free on a $300,000 bond. Prosecutors said the man had limited access to food and water, weighed under 80 pounds when he was found. Again, he was in captive for 20 years and showed signs, of course, of severe neglect, including rotting teeth and matted hair. Probably did the old pudding slick back.
Right.
The man told investigators that his late father would sometimes allow him more freedom, but this ended after his dad died last year. Judges ordered the perp to wear an electronic monitor. So
yeah, I had heard or caught wind of this story, and it blows my mind because how old did they find out that guy was?
I don't know.
When he finally, like in his 40s, I think.
Oh, he's 33.
33?
No, wait. No. My bad. Don't have an age on
Okay, I think it was in 40s.
Okay.
Because, or I don't know for sure. Anyway, being locked up that long, and so you think of his age and his height, and he was under 80 pounds, and like, man, how?
Thankfully, over $200,000 has been raised to support his recovery.
That's it. I mean, he has no life history. Yeah. It was all in a locked-in room. Man, people are messed up.
Messed up, yo. Let's go to the duh.
Duh.
All right, so we got the really bad stuff out of the way. So here's an interesting story. Again, we're in the moment of duh. A woman let her neighbor borrow her driveway out of the goodness of her heart. It must have been like a shared driveway, or maybe, I don't know, you deal with that type of a thing.
True.
And to her surprise, it's what started out as a temporary arrangement with the neighbor's son supposedly selling his car and then moving abroad became a more permanent thing when they let the guy, temporarily park his car in their driveway. Well, then he got rid of his car, and then the daughter moved her car into his spot and just kind of took it over.
Oh.
The original homeowners, who only have one car and 2 driveway spots, were trying to be neighborly and nice, but the neighbor's family with 4 cars and a 3-car driveway saw the opportunity. They were hoping the neighbor's daughter might notice that she no longer has a reason to be there and just leave, but no, she has kept the car there. Of course, they're talking about this on Reddit.
Oh.
We get a lot of information from Reddit. What would you do in that situation?
That would be a hard one.
Get your car out of my driveway.
Yeah, I understand the wanting to be neighborly and nice. And, for a couple of days, go ahead. But, then if they just never moved it again.
Yeah. That's what you get when you have, when you open up the goodness of your heart and people take advantage of it.
Yep.
Silly people. Tricks are for kids. By the way, before I forget, I wanted to tell you I saw Dollar Dave yesterday. He was looking like he was going to go play some basketball.
Oh, yeah. He said he was going down.
Had a hat, some sort of weird hat on. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that. I was just thinking of that for some reason. Let's go. Let's go to the good news. What up, Dollar Dave? Jay Dennis from Bridalwood Midwest Insurance in Marengo, where Medicare is made easy.
Ooh.
You can see Jay. Give him a call there. You got the number on the screen. He brings us our good news. Our good news for today. Oh, this will warm the cockles of your heart, Neil.
Will it?
It will. Almost as much as whatever you're eating.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I'll talk while you chew. In a heartwarming display of lifelong friendship, Neil, maybe you and I should start doing this.
Okay.
95-year-old Pat DeReamer from Kentucky.
DeReamer?
I am DeReamer. She's from Kentucky. She's 95. Quit laughing at her name. God.
Go.
DeReamer from Kentucky, celebrating her birthday. She's 95 with a very familiar gift, a birthday card that she's been exchanging with her friend for over 81 years.
What?
Feels good. The tradition began in Indianapolis when DeReamer received the card from her friend, Mary I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of anything that I could say on the air. Received a card from her friend Mary Wheaton on her 14th birthday. Since then, the same card has been sent back and forth between the two on each other's
So it's the
birthdays.
Same card.
Yes.
So when one got it for their birthday, they sent it right back to the other one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that nice?
That is
you get
nice.
This full story on Facebook.
That's
It's there.
really cool.
It was posted an hour ago at 7:45.
Huh.
So check it out.
Well,
Good
I
news.
bet you the friend is never going to stop doing it because she's
Never,
like,
never,
man,
never.
I don't want to make the Reamer mad because the Reamer
might ream me out.
See?
She didn't get that name for nothing. The Reamer. Jay Dennis right now is questioning his sponsorship of Good News.
Hey, if it makes people, chuckle and smile, thank you.
Thank
you, Jay.
for being our sponsor. What else do we have a little bit of time left. Anything you want to talk about, Neil? Anything you want to get off your chest?
I don't know. I want to meet the Reamer. I know that.
Neil DeReamer. We do have a thing here.
Oh, yeah?
That says, what's your favorite dating line or tactic?
Oh.
They say 80% of human interaction based on nonverbal body language. What is a man to do, Neil? Walk with confidence is the first one that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
When you see a woman that you're attracted to,
right,
walk right over. You say, hello, my name is DeReamer.
Want to know why?
And she'll be instantly impressed.
She'll be instantly impressed.
She'll be like, oh, DeReamer. Stand up straight. Walk over slowly but with confidence, Neil. Make sure your chest is puffed out a little.
Oh.
And your posture is looking strong and not slumped over.
Mm-hmm.
Keep eye contact as you approach. Maybe give her a... Lose the male pack. When you're out on the town, Neil, avoid being seen with the drunken, testosterone-filled pack of males.
I try to.
They say one of the biggest turnoffs for women is the male pack. So just, be confident by yourself. Hello, I am DeReamer.
I'm DeReamer.
Dress for a strong appearance, Neil. Make sure you're not sabotaging your efforts with your attire. Don't look like a slob.
Sorry, khaki shorts and a black hoodie. That's what you're going to get. My whole entire wardrobe.
Moving on. Create a spark within her, is what this says. What does that mean? Most men's conversation...
Well,
here we go.
Oh.
Most men's conversation will center on being agreeable and non-confrontational in the hope that she likes you. In the mind of the woman, playing it safe equals boring. You need to spark her interest by being a bit disagreeable. Like, say no. Pronounce it right. My name is DeReamer. Not DeReamer. For example, you get into a conversation about summer movies, and she says that Spider-Man 3 was her favorite Spidey movie so far. Instead of being agreeable, Neil, look her right in the eye with confidence and say, I'm DeReamer, and yet you're wrong. Spider-Man 4 was the best, you nerd. Call her a nerd, too. She'll like it.
That'll get you good brownie points. Wow. That's not anything I've ever tried.
Yeah.
I normally just, I'll just be myself.
And you got to be DeReamer.
I just walk up and say, look at me.
You want some of this?
That's all it takes.
I'm DeReamer.
Doesn't get me very far sometimes. Sometimes, maybe. But most of the time, once they get to know me, then
they're like, oh, you're like my Spider-Man, Spidey. You make it all tingly.
Wow.
Did you want to do things that used to be embarrassing, and then we'll get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, we're embarrassing ourselves at this point.
Yeah, why not?
Things that used to be embarrassing, but aren't so much now. Like not following clothing trends. I mean, we've just heard your clothing trend.
Yep.
Is that for life? Is the sweatshirt and the khakis for life?
Well, once it gets warmer,
and the hat.
Once it gets warmer, I'll get a short haircut, lose the hat for summer, and go to black T-shirts.
Oh.
You might see a dark gray popped in there, but normally it's going to be khakis and black on top. Yeah.
Wearing eccentric, non-traditional clothes and embracing a radical kind of authentic self-expression, Neil, is even cool now. So you be you.
One of these mornings, I'm going to come walking in here with a Hindu robe type thing on and be all colorful and stuff. And I'll be like, check it out.
Check it out.
Be like, do you like my clothing? It is hard to see.
Other things that used to be embarrassing.
Station where I look. What?
Other things that used. Would you like a rotisserie hot dog?
We have outdated
I've
ice
got
cream.
one in my satchel.
Oh, do you outdated ice cream? It's more in the back.
Something else that used to be embarrassing, but isn't so much now, is we talked about this the other day. Expressing and talking about emotions.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You know, it used to be where guys were, I'm not talking about my emotions. I'm just going to keep it inside.
Dude.
Now you need to express yourself, Neil.
Huh. That was nothing I was ever embarrassed about.
Expressing yourself?
Nope. That's the quickest way to getting, Yep.
Demeanor?
To a woman's heart.
To a woman's heart.
Sure.
How about reading? Reading used to be embarrassing. I didn't know that.
Well, I still ain't going to read.
But reading is totally acceptable now. Now we go from sharing your emotions to eccentric self-expression. Okay.
What's that mean?
I'm going to give that one the X. No, that's...
Eccentric...
Keep your eccentric self-expressions to yourself. That sounds stupid.
Let it out, Steve! I want to hear it! Tell me.
How about niche? Niche?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say niche, I think.
I say niche.
Niche.
Some people say niche.
Yeah.
Hobbies. Like, what's your nerd hobbies?
My nerd hobbies.
What's a weird hobby that maybe isn't like socially...
It's not even really a real hobby. And I don't know if it's...
Obviously metal grinding.
Yeah. Nerdy at all. But I like... Because I was just doing some last night. I don't call it doodling. I like to draw up plans. A simple thing in my head last night was, I got to create some better storage in the garage. So, I spent like an hour...
So you noodled and you doodled.
Yeah, I didn't even doodle. I mean, I'm using like straight edges and this and that. And I love that stuff. Huh. That's a weird thing, but I love it.
Niche.
Yeah, that's my niche.
Niche.
Say niche, and it sounds like quiche. Quiche are for women.
Weird hobby. I used to play online pro wrestling games, win championship belts. That's pretty weird.
No judgment, man. None.
How about simply not caring? I guess that used to be embarrassing. Now it's acceptable, not caring.
Oh, well,
that's why we're in the world that we live in, along with the eccentric self-expression. Right. And then hanging out with your parents used to be embarrassing.
Sure.
I mean, that has definitely changed over the years. Like,
oh, yeah.
People just don't, especially, I don't know, it seems like the younger generation, at least here in Southeast Iowa, doesn't go out and party it up like they used to.
No.
At least that's the way it seems.
They're lame.
Maybe we're just,
Yeah, they don't cruise on Saturday nights. They don't throw...
They're at home on their phones.
Yeah, they don't throw a kegger down at the dead-end road. I'm not telling you kids to do that, but man, live a little.
No, hanging out with your parents is now very acceptable.
Huh.
So, there you go, Neil.
Well, I guess.
There you go, Dareemer.
Dareemer.
Shall we get one last look at our forecast before we get out of here?
Oh.
Let's do it. I like the weather. The weather.
Do you like the weather?
And I like that sounder.
I know you do. I like
Lay it on me, meteorologist.
Oh, today, sunny skies. A high near 52. This afternoon, light winds.
Go to Ireland?
I don't know. I was trying to...
Where in the world are we?
I have no... Where in the world is Neil? That is a great thing.
Where is Dareemer?
We don't. Tonight we do have some isolated showers after
Patty
5.
Dareemer. Let's go over to the Ireland Newscast Weather Lab with Patty Dareemer.
Patty Dareemer. If nobody else thought that was funny, I'm sorry. It just caught me really good. Tonight, 39 for an overnight low. Late tonight, more in tomorrow morning. The rain chances start coming. Chances before 10, between 10 and 1, after 1. I hate it when they word it like that. Tomorrow, there's a chance of rain all day, 40%. Partly sunny and a high near 64. Partly cloudy tomorrow night and 40. 40% chance of rain on Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 62.
I need to take a peek here. I need to take a peek at what Friday looks like.
Oh.
Friday is mostly sunny and 57.
Yeah.
Dang it. I was hoping it'd be warm enough where we could go out back at Barn Wired
Probably
for the
not.
showcase. Nope.
Probably not by that time.
But Sunday is going to get up to 76.
Sunday.
Monday is going to be 73. Monday.
No one ever says
And then
Monday,
Tuesday.
No, it's always Sunday.
All right. Well, that will pretty much do it for our show. Once again, we do thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor. We do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Maybe Toothy's been kind of quiet here lately. Maybe Toothy will become more of a show. What? Yes.
He might come out more often if you'd move that little clicker thing. Because I can see that clicker on the screen, Steve. I know what's up there next.
Oh.
I get a little paranoid sometimes. Yeah. Don't do it, Steve.
Do what? I don't know what you're talking about. Bring us back up on the screen, ruin the whole thing.
He brings it. Yeah. There's kids out there right now that still believe. Let's not break their hearts.
Santa is real, as is Toothy.
Oh, yeah. He's a real thing. He's better than Santa Claus.
As is the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, he brings you mouthwash.
Yes.
It's true.
Who? The Easter Bunny or Toothy?
Toothy.
Oh, okay.
Toothy despises the Easter Bunny.
Oh.
I mean, absolutely hates him.
You keep that candy away from me.
It's horrible. I mean, like last year they got in a huge fight.
Oh.
It was
knocked down Dreamer fight.
Yeah, well, he dreamed him all right.
Well, we're going to get out of here. Let's see here. Tomorrow we've got Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library. She'll be chatting with us. Coming up later on this week, Laura DeCook from Mahaska County Conservation. We've got Rihanna Utterback with her art, the wrestler with her art. We'll also be chatting with Helena Hayes on the phone again, once again on Thursday.
Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
And we'll be talking to Nancy Dreamer from Kentucky about her name. So stay tuned. Neil's going to have a sit down with the Reamer.
Ain't no sitting down with the Reamer. After she's done with you can't sit.
A little uncomfortable. We got to
get out of here.
Bye.
Have a great day.